Hey guys, so week 27. This is goodbye to my second trimester and hello to my third trimester. So third trimester starts at week 28. So goodbye second trimester. I am looking forward to third trimester, but not really, because I think this trimester will get really hard due to, you know, the growing belly, and but I'm excited. I'm excited either way. It just means we're that much closer to seeing the baby. Yay! So excited for baby Keone. It's still like so unbelievable. Even though I'm 27 weeks this week, it's just insane, like, to even think about the fact that I still have a baby growing in me, and in 13 short weeks, a little less, I'm going to have a baby. A living, breathing, eating, milk sucking, crying child. So this week, 27 weeks, I'm also gonna go over week 26 because I didn't make a video last week, and I'm doing them both this week. Excuse my hair, it's a little messy, and I'm just wearing a t-shirt and being comfortable because I was actually sanding the crib before I made this video, and I will explain a little later about why I'm doing that. So this week is 27, and the baby is almost 2 pounds, or could be 2 pounds, somewhere around 2 pounds, around 14 inches. That is just gigantic compared to what I'm used to, and boy do I feel it, you guys. Apparently he is the size of a cabbage, and so is your baby. If you are at week 27, that is a big size, a big cabbage, and your uterus is the size of a basketball, which means cabbage in basketball. Yeah, and I'm sure you are all feeling the size, because I am feeling myself blowing up. And you know, I keep in mind I am tiny for 27 weeks, just from what my doctor has told me and the ultrasound tech has told me and people have told me, but I'm still growing the same size baby, so I still feel the weight. Anyways, so last week, week 26, I did my non-stress test, and I actually had to drink this, which is a oral glucose tolerance test like drink. As you can tell, it's empty because I already drank it. But during your 1 hour glucose test, what you do is, I drank this probably a little bit before I had left to the doctor's, and you're supposed to drink this all within 5 minutes. I drank it in 4. I could have drank it quicker, but it was just very sugary. It didn't taste bad. It actually tasted pretty good, because mine is supposed to taste like fruit punch. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, fruit punch. And it was good. It almost tasted like Kool-Aid, but like a weird version of it. But I just could feel my heart like racing. Like I felt like a sugar rush once I finished it, because I drank it so quickly. So I tried to drink it a little slower. So I finished. I documented the time that I had finished, which I think was like 12:40, and my doctor's appointment was at 1:30. So I got to the office at around 1:20, which is early, and I got to do my ultrasound first, and then at 1:40, 1 hour after I'd finished, not started, I got my finger pricked, and they checked my glucose, and it was under what I'm supposed to be, so I passed my 1 hour glucose. Thank Jesus, because I do not want to do the 3 hour glucose, where you have to stay in the office for 3 hours and they test you each hour. So woo, hallelujah. Yes, that was fun. I hope you guys all pass your glucose tests. If not, they say don't be too freaked out, because the 3 hour one, you may pass that one if you don't pass the 1 hour one. So good luck. I think some offices you have to get under a 140. My office, I read online that most people have to get under a 140. My office counted it as a 130. So if my blood glucose was 130, that I would have to do the 3 hour. But mine was 125. I don't know if that's calling it close or not, but I am ecstatic that it was not anywhere near 130 or like 129. Woo! One pass test. And just to mention, because I passed the NST test, I'm sorry, not NST, 1 hour glucose. I actually passed my NCLEX, which is a nursing board exam that I have to take. I actually passed it last week, and now I'm a nurse. Yay! That was my second test I passed. But I'm a little bit too pregnant to start working. And this whole coronavirus thing is making it a little more difficult. So, yeah, I am a nurse waiting for, to have my baby, and then I'm gonna work. So that's kind of my plan right now. We'll see what happens. So let's see. Actually, I said NST earlier, so just to mention NST again, that's actually something that's coming up. It's a non-stress test, and it's a non-invasive test to see how active my baby is, to make sure he's not stressed out. I've never done one. I actually don't really know what goes into it, so I'm going to look it up. Or, you know what, on my next video, I'll just explain exactly what happened on my NST non-stress test. Let's see, symptoms this week and last week. So symptoms of week 26 and 27. Bathroom changes, that has been pretty consistent. Like, I've had pretty weird bathroom experiences. I go from constipation to like 3 days of constipation to like 1 day of just going to the bathroom 3 times. So I think the placement wherever the baby is in my body, he's just like crushing something, and then he's keeping me constipated, and then he's like shifting, and then all of it's just like coming out because it's like, oh, there's a way out. So thank you, Keone, for making my bathroom experience so wonderful. At least I'm going, so I'm happy about that, as long as I'm going. Also, to address, because I think I spoke about hemorrhoids last time. Those are still there, but now they're not hemorrhoids, they're skin tags. And I am not pushing anymore. I only go to the bathroom if I have the urgency to. I do not push anymore. Like, if I do, it's a very slight push, and generally I just like, I don't know, I just wait until I have to really go, because I do not want to strain anymore and get more hemorrhoids. Whew. So there's that. Next symptom, braxton hicks, y'all. Of course I had to say y'all after Braxton Hicks. So those have been coming and going a lot more. Last week it was subtle. This week it's like, ooh. So I think Monday, today is Thursday, but on Monday and Tuesday I got maybe like 5 to 6 contractions throughout the whole day. Just so many. It was intense, but good. Like I waited, so I had one, and then it would go away. Like, I would just have one, and then a couple hours later I would get another one. So it was never more than like 1 an hour, which is good. So I think they say, like, if you have 5 an hour, then it's a little worrisome, but if you have less than that, you're fine. Consult with your doctor if you're concerned. I felt like it was just Braxton Hicks, because especially when I shifted my position, it would kind of go away. So I felt comfortable with them. And then last symptom I'd say that has come back from first trimester is fatigue. Just like that feeling when I wake up that I didn't sleep enough, being able to just like lay in bed and fall asleep randomly, like the fatigue has come back, and I hear that's completely normal. And just like first trimester, I was working on creating like the heart, the lungs, the brain, etc. Like, it was putting a lot of work into the baby. again, in the third trimester, it's working on brain function, which is like probably so intensely critical and difficult. And so I feel like we are just expending a lot of energy to do this process with the baby, and so we're a little more tired. I don't know if everyone is, but I say we because I'm speaking as us pregnant women together. If you're experiencing the fatigue, if not, good, I'm so happy for you. But I can't complain. The symptoms have been pretty mild. Normal stretching and cramping, but not super bad cramping, just like abdominal stretching. I can feel it growing. No symptom fixes because everything's kind of just normal. Food aversions, none. I can eat everything, but I would say meat is still kind of something that I don't love to eat, especially like bloody meats. Food cravings, pancakes. Can't talk, pancakes. They have come back. My cravings for pancakes, I bought a cinnamon roll pancake from a breakfast place, and it was so good. I've just been cutting the pancake into pieces so I could separate it out because it's so fattening and sugary that I can't eat it all at once, and it's like gigantic. It's like this big, and it's like double stacked, so I cut it into 3, and I'm gonna eat it over 3 days. Anyways, that is my indulgence right now, pancakes, and it has been a common theme through most of my pregnancy. So I will remember pancakes and pregnancy. So this week as well, I've been really focusing on my like what I need to get the baby, and I already sent my my baby list, my baby registry to my friends since I'm not having a baby shower, and I just wrote them a note saying we're gonna have a sip and see after, and here's my baby list or baby registry. If you guys would like to buy something, you can, but I'm kind of expecting to buy a lot of it myself. Oh yeah, I told you guys I'm gonna come back to me working on the crib. So I'm working on the crib right now, and my fiance's friend at work gave us a crib, and it's kind of like a darker wood color, and so me and Malcolm went to Home Depot and we bought a sander, sanding discs, stain, and like a clear coat to put on after the stain. And so today I started sanding the crib, and you know what, it's really cool. I'll put a picture in here. It's just like, I'll show you just like a little bit of the progress, and in the next video I'll show you guys the finished product. But it's kind of cool. We saved money on a crib, and I'm starting this project. Since I passed NCLEX, I have so much time, so this is my project. And I could like tell Keone one day that his first crib was like sanded and painted by me. Put so much work into it. And then you know what? YouTube shout out. I started watching Happily Ever Nancy, and she has some really good videos, and I'm probably gonna reference her a lot now. I just watched her labor and delivery video, and I was so inspired to do natural birth. I've been wanting to do natural birth, but she like made it look so easy, and I know she was probably in a lot of pain, but just like the way she handled it was so peaceful, and she looked like so empowered through it that it kind of has shown me that it's so possible. And I'm gonna really just prepare myself for this last trimester to do that natural birth by looking at more videos, listening to what people's advice was, breathing techniques, etc. Last but not least, my last thought of this week is delivery fear. And this kind of ties in with the whole Happily Ever Nancy video that I just watched. I am freaked out to deliver for various reasons. I'd say my biggest fear is just the pain, not understanding what it's going to feel like and how intense it's going to be and how I'm going to handle it. So it's just the fear of the unknown, really. And I think most women are scared of this. I think this is very normal, and I'm just trying to kind of digest this and understand it and realize, you know, I have no power over this, no control over this. Like, he's going to come out in 13 weeks. I mean, you know, give and take a couple weeks, but I just have to take it as it comes. I'm one of those people who want to prepare, but this is one of those things where you can't prepare. Like, there's there's no way. I mean, I'm sorry, that's a ridiculous thing to say, because I just said you can have tools to prepare, like breathing techniques, support, to train your support partner, whoever that may be, to be there for you. Learn, you know, push techniques, positioning techniques, breathing, essential oils, massage, visual stimulation, sound stimulation. So there's all those things that I can do, but nothing to prepare for the pain that I'm going to experience for the first time. Like, that is going to be new, and that is what freaks me out. But I know that women have done this since the beginning of time, and I can do it too. So yeah, that's about it. See you guys at 3rd trimester.